Alright, so you clicked on this video hopefully to get some insight on how you can do well this year in fantasy football. A couple things I want to let you know. First thing you need to do, very, very important, you need to watch preseason. I know some people are going to probably be like, why do I have to watch preseason? Because half the starters that are going to start in the real game aren't going to play in the preseason. Well, this is why you need to watch preseason, because there's sleepers in the preseason. You'll see those people that nobody's paying attention to, and guess what? They're going to get on your team and they're going to score some points, and you're not going to, no one else has checked for them, so you're going to be able to see them first. So watch preseason. The next thing you want to do is find out how your league scores their system, okay? The ultimate goal of winning fantasy football is to get the most points. So you want to see what will give you the most points. Will touchdowns give you the most points? Will field goals give you the most points? Will completions give you the most points? Whatever will give you the most points is what you want to draft towards when it comes down to picking your members of your team. So I'm going to base this off of my 9 years of playing fantasy football. Based on how our league scores, we basically go off of touchdowns and yardage. Those are two of the highest things that will score you some points. So if you have a league that is congruent to that, then these tips will really, really work for you. So the first thing you want to do is draft a quarterback. Yes, a quarterback in your first round. You want to find someone who's going to be healthy, who's going to give you yardage, whether they're running or passing to someone and running. If you're working with a league like that, when the quarterback passes the ball to a wide receiver, however long it took for that, or however many yards it took from the quarterback to get it to the receiver, you get those points. And then after the receiver is running, you get those points also. So you want to keep that in mind. And most of the time, your quarterback is going to do a passing touchdown versus a rushing touchdown. So the next tip I have for you is, if you choose a quarterback, you might want to go with their highest target. So find the number one wide receiver or the receiver that they most targeted last year or are more likely to target now. And that's who you want to grab also. I probably would grab that person in the second or third round if they're available. Okay, so you want to get a quarterback wide receiver team. So last year I had Drew Brees and Marcus Colson. Now Colson was the number one receiver, but didn't really catch a lot of their passes, but he did okay. So for Green Bay, it was Jordy Nelson. This year he's injured, but Jordy Nelson would be his top receiver. This year I got Peyton Manning as a quarterback, and his number one receiver is Demaryius Thomas. I got Demaryius Thomas. So you want to look for a quarterback wide receiver tandem. If you can find that, then you'll score points with the quarterback, points with the wide receiver. If the wide receiver catches a touchdown, it's points for the wide receiver. And if the quarterback threw the touchdown to that wide receiver, it's points to the quarterback. So you're getting almost double the points for one play. You're getting points from the quarterback doing the action and the wide receiver finishing the action. And plus you're getting almost double the yardage, if you think of it that way also. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Running backs. What you want to do with running backs is look at someone who gets the most yardage from scrimmage. I usually go a year prior and look at the top 5 or 10 running backs that give you the best yardage from scrimmage. Those are the ones I go with. Or you want to look at a running back who does a lot of kick returns. Kick returns count towards yardage. So if you got a wide receiver or a running back that does kick returns, they're getting yardage in the gameplay, and they're getting yardage when they do a kick return or punt return. Next highest position is usually kicker. Now, kicker you can kind of wait towards close to the end of your draft. You don't want to wait too late, but you can at least wait to around 6 or 7, because though your kicker can give you anywhere from, I would say, 9 points to 15. I've seen someone give them 20 points. Depends on how much that team kicks. A kicker can be very valuable, so you want to keep an eye out for a kicker. Do a lot of research before you get started. Make notes, and you should do pretty well. Tight ends can usually wait. They usually don't give you anything more than 8 points or lower. Defenses can give you somewhere upwards of 30 to 40 points, but what I usually do is look at last season's top 5 defenses and pick one of the 5s or 2 of the 5, because chances are that defense didn't change much and they're probably going to be in that top before. So also what you want to do is use the watch list. If you see somebody doing very well one week, I usually put them on a watch list, and then I look the next week and see if they did good again. And if nobody's picked them up either one of those 2 weeks, I pick them up, and I usually turn out good. So I usually in the top 5, and 2 years I've ended up winning it all. So, I hope these tips help you. If you have any questions, put them down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I hope you have a successful fantasy football season, and I'll talk to you guys later.